Waterbirth around the world. Waterbirth history. Waterbirth has a long history spanning more than 200 years in written record. The earliest record of a waterbirth in the Western world was in France in 1803 when a woman, after 48 hours of labor, was encouraged to enter a bath by her physician, Gondinet, 1804. 15 minutes after immersion, the woman delivered a healthy newborn into water without interventions or complications. Bertram, 2000, Gondinet, 1804. In the early 1960s, waterbirth became popular in the Soviet Union, where Igor Charkovsky began experimenting with waterbirth and neonatal adaptations to water. Church, 1989. In the early 1980s, intrapartum hydrotherapy spread throughout Europe, spearheaded by French obstetrician Michel Edent and Belgian obstetrician Herman Panet. Bertram, 2000, Mackey, 2001, Edent, 1983, Panet, 1996. 17 years, 2,500 waterbirths without incident. United Kingdom. In the United Kingdom, the RCOG and the RCM fully support a woman's choice of using a birth tub during their labor and delivery if the woman is healthy and the pregnancy is uncomplicated. Alfarivic and Gould, 2006. Further, they endorse maternal choice in childbirth as a human right and believe that the use of waterbirth encourages a woman-centered approach. Harding, Monroe, and Jokinen, 2012. My experience as St. Thomas's Hospital in London was one of exponential growth and knowledge attainment. The midwifery and nursing models of care in the UK are quite different than in the US. Midwives are the main providers of low-risk, normal maternity care, and there are no labor and delivery nurses in the maternity units. Rather, the care for women in labor and birth is one-to-one midwifery care with midwifery assistants or midwifery students assisting. Women are able to labor and birth in the pools at St. Thomas's Hospital. The pools used when I was there were permanently affixed in the middle of the room, oval in nature, and deep. Women reported that the pools provided them with a sense of privacy, security, and warmth during their labors and deliveries. Women using hydrotherapy during their labors and births were able to change position easily, had fewer interventions, and were easily monitored via handheld, waterproof Dopplers. Waterbirth is prevalent in the United Kingdom due in part to their national evidence-based campaign to normalize birth by reducing unnecessary interventions and increasing spontaneous vaginal birth rates. Burns et al., 2012. As part of the Normality for Labor and Births campaign, water immersion in labor and delivery is promoted as one of the top 10 tips for women to use as an active birthing position that increases the chance of having a spontaneous vaginal birth while decreasing the chances of having interventions during birth. Royal College of Midwives, 2014. This was supported in Chakian and colleagues, 2009, RCT, where they found that all of the women experiencing a waterbirth gave birth spontaneously, while only 79.2% of those who had a conventional birth had a normal spontaneous vaginal delivery. Waterbirth was introduced in the United Kingdom, as well as the United States, in an effort to swing the pendulum back towards normal vaginal birth. Burns, 2001, Rosenthal, 1996. Waterbirth was utilized to reduce the rising, routine use of obstetric interventions, the rising costs of maternity care related to epidural anesthesia use and cesarean sections, and the increasing rates of instrumental and cesarean births. Chakian, Aklagi, Rasta, and Safavi, 2009, Church, 1989, Cluett and Burns, 2009, Rosenthal, 1996. Waterbirth also provides a safe and private space for women to birth gently without invasive interventions. Aklagi et al., 2009, Maud and Ferrer, 2007. Both the Royal College of Midwives, RCM, and Royal College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, RCOG, continue to support the use of water in labor and birth. The RCM and the RCOG published a joint statement in 2006 in support of autonomy, informed choice, and waterbirth. Alfarivic and Gould, 2006. The RCM and RCOG stated that while there is documentation of rare but serious neonatal complications, their review of the overall neonatal waterbirth data is reassuring. and that women who make an informed choice to give birth in water should be given every opportunity and assistance to do so by attendants who have appropriate experience. Alfarivic and Gould, 2006, p. 2. Why waterbirth is important. Childbirth is a life-changing event that can have long-lasting physical and emotional effects on a woman and her newborn. National Institute for Health and Care Excellence, 2014. Waterbirth has been shown to increase levels of satisfaction with childbirth and the overall birthing experience. Aklagi et al., 2009, Cluett and Burns, 2009. This higher rate of satisfaction has been attributed to women feeling more in control of their body and the birth process while in water. Aird, Lucas, Bucket and Bousfield, 1997. Aklagi et al., 2009, Richmond, 2003. Women were also more satisfied with their birth experiences when their feelings and concerns were listened to, their autonomy was respected, and they had control of the decision-making surrounding their birth choices. Aklagi et al., 2009, Wu and Chung, 2003. In Brown, 1998, a birthing tub was installed within their maternity unit in England in response to women wanting to have a choice in how they birthed and desiring control over their own birth process. Women who feel in control of their childbirth experience demonstrate long-term satisfaction beyond childbirth and mothering, including feelings of accomplishment and enhanced self-esteem. Green, Coupland, and Kitzinger, 1990, Simkin, 1991. Women also tend to have more positive psychological outcomes in the postpartum period when they feel in control of themselves and their environment. Green, Coupland, and Kitzinger, 1991. A woman's satisfaction with her childbirth experience has the ability to contribute to long-term health and well-being and is a pivotal event that a woman will remember for the rest of her life. Ferguson, Brown, Taylor, and Davis, 2016, Simkin, 1991. Full circle. After working in London, I returned to the United States to complete my Master in Science in Nursing to become a nurse midwife. Whilst my waterbirth knowledge and experience advanced in Europe, I returned to the US. After almost 4 years to find that no progress had been made at my hospital, or surrounding hospitals, to provide waterbirth as an option for women. In fact, the only option for a waterbirth where I lived was for a woman to have a home birth. My passion for women-centered care, women's choice in labor, women's autonomy, and shared decision-making have propelled me to finish a Doctor of Nursing practice degree and to pursue a PhD exploring shared decision-making in maternity care. In my research, I have found that waterbirth is a safe and viable option for women to exercise control over their birthing experience and experience autonomous choice in mode of delivery. While there is a paucity of Level 2 evidence or randomized controlled trials, large observational studies have shown that waterbirths in low-risk women who are attended by trained and experienced professionals are as safe as conventional births with no increased risk to neonates. Bodner et al., 2002, Brown 1998, Davies et al., 2015, Demiral et al., 2013.